Hey Tracy and Tamika, how y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. And guys, is that camera working on that side? I think it's black over here.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find.
All
Yeah.
right. I saw it click on
Yeah. Sorry.
there.
Sorry.
All right. So family, today just really wanted to follow back up with you guys and check in. And yeah, today's just gonna be a short interview, about 10 minutes or so max. And yeah, today is just to really celebrate, and recap his most recent PR. So y'all ready to get into it?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, so family, my name is Dontavious Hill, three-time Team USA high jumper, and today I'm here with Tracy and Tamika. And Tracy just came off a really good PR for him this season, and just gonna hear a little bit, about his journey, kind of how his season has gone for him so far, and yeah, and what he's looking forward to doing. So Tracy, can you go ahead and introduce yourself?
My name is Tracy Davis the third. I'm a high jumper at Riverside Polytechnic High School in Riverside, California, and I really like to jump.
Oh yeah. All right, and Tamika, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Tamika Street, and I am the mother of Tracy Davis, high jump extraordinaire. I'm just kidding.
All right. So yeah, so Tracy, tell us a little bit about your most recent, I guess, PR. Tell us what height you opened at and kind of how that competition went for you.
I ended up opening at 5'6", which I went into it thinking that I wasn't gonna get that high of a mark. Um, I opened up at 5'6". I cleared 5'6" and 5'8" effortlessly. I scratched on 5'10" once and then got it the second time. And then for 6 foot, I scratched twice and I kept getting in my head about it. And then I had cleared my mind and realized, hey, if I'm gonna do this here, I'm gonna do it now. And it just it was a great thing to do, 6 foot. Great accomplishment, just trusting in my training.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Tracy, what was your PR going into that meet?
My PR was, I believe, 5'8".
Okay. So yeah, 5'8" going into that meet. Now you've been able to put 4 inches on that PR.
Yes, sir.
All right. And Tamika, what was your reaction, seeing your son go 4 inches higher?
So originally, I just wanted him to make sure that he kept in mind all of the videos and stuff that you had sent to him, because immediately after like the videos that he watched, he was showing me the difference in how he was jumping, and the techniques that you were sending was working for him. And so like at the meet on Wednesday, I had yelled to him like, remember what Dontavious said. And so then he like cleared that one, and I said, okay, good job. Okay. And so then like we didn't even expect for the, well, he probably expected. I didn't expect for the invitational on Saturday. And then when he told me that, I was like, okay, for sure, let's go ahead and do that. And then he was telling me like the guys that he was going up against, that they're really good too. And so I was like, okay, I hope that just doesn't discourage you. Like, still go ahead and do your thing. But he went and he came and he saw him and he conquered. Like he did his thing. I was very surprised, but I was also very proud. He hung in there, and there was a lot of tall guys. So I was like, oh man.
Yeah, for sure. And thank you for sharing. That's great to hear you were able to be there for him and experience that with him, supporting him as his mother. And yeah, I mean, I believe I might have met you guys for the first time probably about 4 weeks ago, so about a month, right? Hopping on one of these calls and just trying to see, where Tracy could use some improvement. And he has been able to improve, which is great to see and hear. So, Tracy, for you, tell me kind of what's been going on, in this entire lead up from, I guess, the last month versus all the way getting to this PR. What have you been working on?
Um, the from your hang time video that you don't need to arch. It's not necessarily an arch. The backovers that you sent me, I did about 100 of those a practice, And I feel like that really helped me to get my hips on level with my shoulders as I got over the bar, and also my speed on my start, because you had also said that I jog up to the curve and that I should use more speed on that, which has definitely helped a lot. I would say like the biggest thing was definitely the speed part.
Yeah, for sure. And thanks for sharing. And Tracy, for, well, actually, Tamika, for you, I guess what have you seen from him? I know he said he's been putting in the work. He said even he's done 100 backovers in practice. He's been looking at the things, I've said to him even, way back then. What have you kind of, been seeing from your son and his progress or his work ethic?
Well, I would say that previously it was more so of him forgetting to tuck his butt, or like, also the speed. So when you guys are saying that, I'm like, okay, yes, I see the difference, because before he did used to jog, and I think that he would wait and then jump. And again, I'm not a jumper, so I don't know, but like what you guys are saying, it makes sense. I'm a
Sprinter.
sprinter. So like when you guys are saying it, it makes sense, because you're gathering that speed, and then it makes the difference upon the jump and over the bar. So like since then, you can tell he's actually calculating the steps that he's supposed to do and knowing like when to do it. And it's just like now it's starting to match up. Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, and thank you for sharing. And, even with, some of those things he's been working on, I know one thing that he just mentioned was like one of the biggest things for him was his speed. Something else you just also pointed back out as well, Tamika. So, Tracy, for you, I guess when did the speed part click for you? Or did you see, okay, this is definitely going to be the thing that's going to take me over? When did that click for you?
For the speed part, I feel like it had came to me in the moment, because beforehand, like my speed was okay, but it wasn't like as good as it needed to be to hit 6 foot. So beforehand, I was in my head, I was thinking, hey, this is it. If you're going to do this, you're going to do it right with the right technique, the right speed. You're going to get over this. So I just kept trying to encourage myself, make sure that I am at the exact speed that I need to be to get over the bar and use that centrifugal force.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And he's using them physics terms over there. I hear you. That's centrifugal force. I like that a lot. So, Tracy, for you, of course, you just put 4 inches on your PR. You're now a 6 foot high jumper. Like, tell me, what does that mean for you to say, okay, I'm Tracy Davis, I'm a 6 feet high jumper?
It feels really really great to like catch up to those seniors that are only 2 inches above me. Being able to say, "Hey, I'm on your tail. You better start outworking me." That really means a lot to me. Being able to call myself a 6 foot jumper, like coming off of barely 5'8", that's a huge gap. That's a huge improvement, and I'm very proud of myself for that.
Oh, yeah. I know,
Word of
man.
mouth on top.
I can hear that. I hear it. And Tamika, what about you? I guess what does this PR mean for you, seeing your son? Like you said he barely got over the 5'8". He's looking at the older kids and like, I'm catching up to y'all. Like, watch your back, essentially. What does this PR mean for you? Seeing where your son was at before.
Well, I think I'm just more like surprised at the fact of in the short amount of time. Like I feel like we just got in contact. Well, I don't know how long he has been in contact with you, but as far as all of us engaging and interacting together, it's just like literally a few weeks ago. And so I'm like, dang, like this means big things for him if he can continue to follow the guidance and the steps and watch your videos and use the tools that you're actually giving to him. I think that will just surpass things, and he'll be able to even go higher than 6 foot. So I'm just like, this is a good start, and just excited to see where it goes, because again, like, yeah, I'm sure his uncle will be proud because they're jumpers, but I'm just surprised because I never even thought about doing a high jump at all. So this is it's amazing to me. It is.
Yeah, and thank you for sharing it. And one thing I told you guys, I believe last month, after we got off that first call, was that like Tracy, if you utilize, these things, you will improve, right? And I say that with conviction, and now you're living proof of that. You put the work in, you was able to implement, and you have improved. And this we still early in outdoor season, right? People finishing indoor, right? So Tracy, as an athlete, of course, you had a 5'8" PR. Now you had a 6 feet PR. You've been able to get into the trenches and work on things and find things that click for you. Tell me, what would your advice be for other athletes that may be in your grade level, or trying to jump higher? What would your advice be for them?
Um, Believe in yourself, put the work in, because the work gonna show when it comes to the meets. When you on your last attempt, hey, this is go big or go home. You want to go big. You feel me? It's really confidence, 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 confidence. Be confident in your ability, trusting your training, trusting your coaches, and believe in yourself.
Oh, yeah, I like that a lot. Believing in yourself, trusting in your ability, being confident, man. I believe that's a really great message. To other kids who may be in your grade who may want to do what you're doing, right? And I guess last one for Tamika. So, Tamika, for you, as a mom, of course, seeing your son grow, I know it's every mom's dream to see their child succeed in what they want to do. Like, what would your advice be, I guess, to other parents who may be also watching their athletes, pursue track and field and trying to support them in that way?
I want to embarrass
Don't embarrass me. Don't.
Go ahead.
I would just say, whatever your kids have set forth, believe in them. Like, I know it may not make sense to us. I know we get tired, we get exhausted. The pop up meets and all of that is crazy to me. That is a new thing in my world because my life already is like pop ups. So when his is like, so I know it gets a little hectic and stuff, but definitely believe in your kids when they're discouraged. If they tell you like don't do too much at the meet, don't do too much. I know we get excited like but just believe that they still know that you're there and cheering, but just listen to what they're saying because it might make or break the concentration or whatnot. So I've seen moms stressing people out on the sidelines. So just be patient with them, let them continue to work on their things, believe in them, push them to their max. Accountability is everything. I don't cut no corners, and I make him work for it. And even when he's cutting up or doing things like that he's not supposed to as an athlete, I always be like, it's a choice. So just remind them, and always have their back. And hopefully they get to where they want to be. So yeah,
Oh yeah, and
that's
thank you.
it.
That was a beautiful message, to other parents who may be also trying to help their kids and support them the best they can. So, but yeah, Tamika and Tracy, it was great speaking to y'all today. Tracy, as you continue to improve, of course, always let me know when you get that next PR. Definitely want to keep hopping on these. Make sure you keep utilizing, the techniques and things that we've already talked about. And also, as new things come up, right? Of course, I'm always going to be, providing information on that. So feel free to reach out and just let me know how things are going. But yeah, looking forward to hopping on another one of these when he gets his next PR. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Talk to y'all
Thank
soon.
you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.